Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And you got to love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boone. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the ALCS, not the World Series. First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod for Game 7 on the hill, Peyton Tolan. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game. See if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
In the air to left center. Anthony gets under it. And there's one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1.
Oh, that's low.
Tolan, the tall lefty, 250 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Vargas launched a homer in his most recent game.
He's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
The 2-2. Goes down looking. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching. And we're back here at Fenway Park, getting the nod for Game 7 on the mound. Noah Schultz. Chris, what are you looking for from him? Stepping in, Romy Gonzalez.
Number 23, Romy Gonzalez.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Vargas settles under it. Takes it in for the out. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. One out man at first. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. outfield playing him to pull, with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Story went deep in his most recent game. Hey! Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knob. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
What do you got? Swing, appeal to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 7 of the ALCS. That's a ball.
That pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Fall off foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Here's a 1-2. Base hit! Runner around third. Fires it to the plate. Safe. It's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now here is Wilyer Abreu in the air, left field, and it gets by him. One run across. Contreras headed home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Right there for a strike. One away with a runner at third. On the ground. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So digging in, Roman Anthony.
It's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Bro, a really rough inning out there in the middle. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Acuna should have this one. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. The decisive 7th game of this American League Championship Series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Austin Hayes. Pulls it in, 1 away.
That is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play. Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
That's a ball.
This one a win or go home game. For one side, you keep the World Series dream alive. For the other, the season is over. It makes for some tense, gripping action. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This is that time of the year when it comes down to this final ball game, and there's a sense of relief knowing that you've worked hard all season. You're either going to continue on in your pursuit of the World Series.
The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Randall Grichuk now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Two down, nobody on.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ball 2.
Line drive.
That ball,
And foul ball.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
In the air, right field. Abreu on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here in Boston, Joe stepping in for Boston. Jonah Heim.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Leadoff man retired here in the second. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. That one ripped left field. And it's off the Green Monster. The relay throw. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Romy Gonzalez. Now, here comes the man. Jonathan Cannon comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score.
Runner breaks for third. He swings and fouls one off. And it's second. Line, and that's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 5-0. Foul ball. Now. And foul ball. Man at first, one away. Going 2 now.
Ball 1.
Line drive, base hit. Hayes fires it in. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. And so 2 on with 1 out. Red Sox already lead it. Trevor Story will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue to finish off this hitter.
Cannon checks the runner. Gonzalez back on a dive. Two on, 1 out. That's a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound.
Ball. That's off the plate.
Zone.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then a walk.
On the ground is second, might be 2. Here's 1, and that's 2. Back in Boston, all set for the start of the inning. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these White Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That one close, ruled the ball. And the count 2-1. Inside,
that's inside.
just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. In the air, right field. Abreu going back, reaches over the wall, and he's got it! Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit.
This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball.
And a foul ball. Acuna was tearing up the base paths in his last game with 3 steals. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2.
That's ball 2.
Now
Ball
one
3.
missed.
Did he go?
Swing and a 3-2. Appeal down to first, and he won a round. Not an easy. Back here at Fenway Park, Joe stepping in for Boston. Wilyer Abreu.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Sends it across the first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
I say that about the mental edge because on the mound, it's extremely frustrating to not be able to put hitters away, and that's exactly what we've seen here.
That's outside.
With a breaking ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Out to short. By drive. In plenty of time to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. High fly ball, right field. Hayes settles underneath it. And that's the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they are unable to add to their 5-0. Start of the 4th, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Sam Antonacci. And he swings over the top there.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this
Nope,
up.
that's a ball.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. 1 away.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that's a 1-out single. Down the 3rd baseman, Miguel Vargas. Went down on strikes his first time through. And there's a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Rafael has a beat on it. 2 down. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Makes the turn at second, hits the third. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Andrew Benintendi steps up.
Ball 1.
Late swing, foul to the left. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first
That's
and
ball
third.
2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That misses. Ball 3.
Who hasn't fallen behind in a count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Outside ball 4. He
Victory.
walked him, and they are loaded.
Up next for the White Sox, the designated hitter, Randall Richard.
Fouled off. He was late. All loaded up. You're in Game 7 of the ALCS. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One-two now.
Ball that's outside.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. The White Sox trying to get back into this one. Top half of inning number 4. A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get up, get out of here, and gone. He circles the bases, and they cut into the deficit.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a bad one, and he won. Great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Chase Mydra. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. Sox move closer on the solo homer. It's down to 1 at 5-4. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Bottom 4, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Jonah Heim.
Catcher, Jonah
Hey! Ball 1.
This one in the air, right field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's one down.
Center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. To the right side. On to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the
So the
Red
batting
Sox,
order turns over. Here's the third baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball up the middle. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They lead at 5-4.
Now pitching
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Tyron Guerrero.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason. You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Inside corner for a strike. And a payoff pitch. That one the other way. 1 down. That's clear for a strike. 0-1. Late swing fouled off.
I'm just waiting for a foul ball up here. I mean, this is one of the best places to be ready and to have a foul ball opportunity. We got a great view of the action.
It was in this ballpark. You and I were working together in the 2013 Division Series, and you caught one. Do you remember it? Be honest. Do you remember that?
I do. I sacrificed a bracelet for
Nope.
it, but it was worth it.
Comes a 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 up, 2 down. My partner doesn't always remember things in the game that have to do with it. Really quickly, who was your first big league hit against? Kevin Apier.
Kevin Apier. See, I wasn't ready for that. That's just rough, man.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. Stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Now a pretty big at-bat coming out with a chance to even this ball game up.
Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Really nice swing in his last at-bat. Shot a line drive in the center field.
Nope. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. Base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And that one is lifted in the air. But Brady, a long run for this one, makes a nice running catch. And that's the 3rd out. The White Sox lead 1. They trail it. The decisive 7th game of this American League Championship Series. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Christian Campbell. Liner snagged at first. One pitch and one out.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Hey!
That one fouled off. Deal 2.
Ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings. That's a strikeout. Two down, base is empty. Wilson Contreras up next for the Red Sox. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
that's right.
Outside, that's a ball. Hey!
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. You're in Game 7 of the ALCS. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Now a step off the rubber to reset. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Hayes on his way over. And that is the third out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Now pitching for the
So the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Greg Weiser. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. That one lifted to left. And a quick out, number 1. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the White
Just a
Sox,
really nice
left
approach to
fielder
shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First pitch swinging. The White Sox with the go-ahead run at the plate. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball
Outside
1.
low. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
The kick and the pitch.
That's ball 3.
There's a ball.
He's in there. He's safe.
Out of bounds. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The kick, the 3-2. Looking, that's a strikeout. Now the challenge is in a very big spot.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get up, get out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they rallied from 5 back. It's 6-5.
It would have been easy for them to count themselves out, but they didn't, and now they're being rewarded for it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of the bat. You watch it from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Greg Weisser out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. Tanner Houck will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And next to hit for the Sox, Chase Mitra. Nice grab. Over to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. For the White Sox with a 2-run homer. It's now 6-5. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Well, we go bottom 6. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Ball, that's out. No,
He's just
inside.
missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, so that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's
That's ball 3.
good pitches, but even better takes.
Jahmai Jones on deck for Boston. And ball 4 there, tying run is on base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Manager out of the dugout now. Sean Burke gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Swung on, belted. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. A 2-run homer. And now they're out the front in 7-6. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have bitter reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that event. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. You know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side is a hitter. It's a great time to be aggressive and let him ground. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Next to hit, Roman Anthony. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the sixth. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. That one just misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Oh, great stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Ball.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. A little out front there as he swings through.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact.
Inside, ball two.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but I feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Cedar Rafaela, the next to hit. That takes the corner.
Ball.
Ground ball right side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. It's now a 7-6 ball game. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back inside Fenway Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground, right side. Contreras takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Outside low, ball 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Justin Slayton up and loosening in the pen. Whitlock getting loose as well.
He's been ranking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
That's out.
Next pitch is outside. Ball 4 there, tying run is on base.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
Back to the top of the order. So up next for Chicago, Sam Antonak. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1 run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
The Bo Sox trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the late stages of Game 7. Runner goes again. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock.
pitch misses. Ball 2. Here goes the runner. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Runner on the go again. Stays alive. Toss first.
No, he's in there.
Safely. Two on the way. Runner on the move again. Got him swinging. For the second. Save.
Got a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
So up next, Miguel
for the White
Vargas.
Sox, third
0 for
baseman,
3 in this
Miguel
one.
Vargas.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and we're deadlocked here at 7-7. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our Game 7.
Red Sox, third baseman, Romy Gonzalez. Now pitching for the White
Trevor
Sox.
Richards
Number
on the pitch out of the
33,
pen here.
Trevor Richards.
There's a line drive to left field. 1 away.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole. Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Fouled off left side. All tied up. You're in Game 7 of the ALCS. Swings and it's a strikeout. Yeah, there's 2 away.
Really classic sequence on the strikeout right there. Did a nice job working hard inside early in the at-bat, not letting him get extended. Then he went to a wet. Executed changeup away and just had him out front. He still had to think he's got to protect the inside part of the plate with an 0-2 count. So
That's
it
a ball.
becomes really hard to adjust when you get something soft away like that.
The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. On the corner at the knees for a strike. He'll challenge, but that is a ball. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Next pitch
Inside, ball
misses
3.
inside. And the count is 3-1. And he walked
Ball
it.
4, that pitch
And
is
the
in.
go-ahead run is on base.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Contreras at the plate now, and that's strike 1. 0-1. Swung on and fouled. And he'll need a new bat. 2 ball. The possible go-ahead run at first.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
here at Fenway. We go to the 8th. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. There's a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, the closer, is getting loose. And there's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, and let it get deep. Took the ball right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
This one in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. And there's one down.
Up next,
So now it's the White Sox DH, Richard, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he got his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. Will feed to first, and he's back in safely. The 0-1.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure.
Runner takes off.
Inside, ball one. No, he's safe.
Down to go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead later.
Here's a 1-2.
To elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And there's the ball. Out towards right center field. Rafael moving under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at 3rd.
Up next for the White Sox, shortstop Chase Maglock.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. So 1-0 for the White Sox. Still tied. 7-7. On to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Wilyer Abreu. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Pitches downstairs.
That's ball 2.
Beat by a fastball in. He spits on that one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a base hit into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No, that's low.
second with the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. First and second, no outs. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Now the White Sox manager is out. The pitcher on here, Ryan Hudson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up.
Moore across the second to first. Double play. Nicely done.
Well, the matchup right there worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball done to play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
At the knees for a strike. Next one misses.
That's the ball.
And 1-1. The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at third for the bottom half of the eighth inning.
Damn.
Next offering is down low.
Ball
Just
three.
miss. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Good job to fight that one off. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another.
That's ball four. Picture me.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Save down to Rafael. 1 for 3. Just missed.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Getting a little more frustrated with the strike zone.
In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score.